Welcome to, don't worry, I won't fall off. To all the ladies and gentlemen in the room and the eminent panel out here. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to present this paper on Jandhan. I don't know how many of you all know, but KPMG has been very, very closely associated with the Jandhan program as advisors for Jandhan for the Ministry of Finance. The entire auditing of the Jandhan program, which is happening, and we should all take pride in saying that we crossed the Guinness Book of World Records, which was also audited by KPMG for the Guinness Book of World Records for Jandhan. And every Wednesday, the program which happens over VC, the analytics behind the program is powered by KPMG. So we are actually sitting in the Ministry of Finance, helping to make sure that the program reaches its intended objectives. We also make sure behind that if we are having difficulties, through the power of analytics, through the power of knowledge of data, etc., we are able to reach the right organizations to resolve this problem. So we've been, right from the inception of the Jandhan program, we've been associated with it. And that's the reason that we are this program is very close to our hearts as such. So though I cannot share a lot of data, which is very confidential about banks, I think I would like to just take 5 to 10 minutes of running you through to the Jandhan program and what scale and magnitude of things that it has achieved. I think when we started financial inclusion in 2005, literally, we were faced with a very mighty challenge in front of us. I think we had the highest amount of unbanked population, approximately around 60% in the rural areas and approximately 40% in urban areas. The largest disparity out there was definitely the northeast and the eastern population. We had only 14% of the people having loan accounts. And we have, right now under the Prime Minister's Jandhan Yojana, approximately about 125 accounts that have already been, that's already been opened. So we started with something that was basically a very far-fetched dream to really looking at reality where it's come to. I think the definition of financial inclusion is very simply defined by 3 or 4 words. 1, ensuring access to financial services, which is timely and adequate, and are required by the vulnerable or the needy sections of the society and low-income group at an affordable cost. Now, I think this is where the last 2 words is where a lot of institutions, mainly banks, which are the main leaders of financial inclusion, are having challenges across affordable cost out here. I think there are various enablers which the government has come out with for financial inclusion. Let it be enforcing the DBT and the DBTL, which is there. Let it be the RuPay card initiative, which NPCI is actually pioneering, and they've done a fantastic job out of the whole thing. Let it be the entire expansion and interoperability, etc., of BCs and that model which is there. Let it be the Prime Minister Jandhan Yojana itself by insurance and having overdraft facilities to the account holders who's there. And last but not the least, coming in with the payment banks and small banks. I think these are all very, very focused initiatives towards achieving the success of the Jandhan Yojana. I think typically the focus of financial inclusion is basically aimed at 2 segments of the society: the urban poor and the rural consumers. So this program, unlike the erstwhile program of financial inclusion, which really talked about adopting villages, is not so, but it's reaching the unbanked, poor, weaker sections of the society, irrespective whether they live in the urban or in the rural segments. So I think the entire focus of the Jandhan program has been towards that, and not really the erstwhile things about adopting villages which are more than 1,000 people, 2,000 people, etc. out there. So the entire philosophy with which financial inclusion is done under the Prime Minister's Jandhan Yojana is very different from the erstwhile approach of financial inclusion. I'll go fast. I think if I was to really say that, it's been a very, very broad shift from financial inclusion. Sorry, I won't follow. So it's basically household focused versus village focused. It's urban and rural versus only rural poor. There is high amount of visibility and branding, which is giving a lot of visibility to this entire program. And there is a push-based approach vis-a-vis a pull-based approach. And I think last but not the least, there is very heavy emphasis on use of technology to enable this. So these are the clear distinctions between financial inclusion erstwhile and what the Jandhan program is all about. I think important matrices out here, from where we started to where we are. I think it's been a fantastic journey. Overnight, I believe nobody has a magic wand, neither RBI nor NPCI, nor anybody sitting behind that. But if you look that over a period of time, statistics have really shown that this program is achieving its intended objectives. The number of zero balance accounts are coming down. Number of RuPay cards that are being issued is drastically catching up. So the entire dream about one household, one account is really being powered by these set of organizations which have come to deliver a common goal. And these are live numbers which I am showing today as of Jan 2015. So we are really seeing that, though there has been a lot of talk about Prime Minister Jandhan Yojana, there have been doubts in people's mind as to really what is happening on the ground, etc. These numbers really show that progress has been there and it's constantly improving. So there is a huge potential for technology companies, IT companies, banks to really penetrate into these segments. I think, last but not least, I would just like to leave the thoughts behind that. This is a very ambitious initiative which is happening. We are seeing very good progress on the ground as days are going by. There is definitely money to be made out here for every participant which is there. So it's not like it's really an unaffordable thing out here. There are costs, but there are benefits as long as you are able to target the right set of consumers and customers out here. There are challenges like infrastructure within our country, connectivity and the last mile connectivity, which still poses a challenge out there, and the acceptance networks which are there. And last but not the least, we truly believe that this program, which has been initiated last year, is really going to see the success as soon as it completes its anniversary out here. And we're all there as a part of this, doing various of these conferences across 6 particular parts of the country. And we hope that this program is able to achieve more and more than it's intended to achieve, because it's really something that's been worthwhile, and the numbers are backing that to really show that there has been a lot of progress that has been made by each and every participant into this program. So thank you very much out here for giving us this opportunity to be part of this program, and we look forward to being with you throughout. Thank you.